So when Terry called and said, park the Harleys, we're getting Indians, to be honest, we were really excited.
When Mike started talking about racing, I was like, well, that'd be cool. So I called Steve Polk, who's my chief engineer on the whole program, and I said, hey, Steve, what would you think about if I said we're going to switch over to Indians? He said, hell yeah.
You know, being with Mike Kennedy, being under the Indian banner, I mean, what are you going to say? Like, really? Like, that is where you want to be.
Take note that the Indians now are the factory team under Terry Vance and that Vance and Hines platform.
This is Henry Ford stuff, because what Mike decides for the next couple of years is going to direct this company where they head, or if they're winners or if they're not.
The Vance and Hines factory Indian team out this season. That rivalry is now regenerated.
I remember when I first called Terry and kind of brought him under the tent before the idea of the transaction was announced.
Indian Motorcycle is under new ownership.
And shared with him kind of my vision around racing and potential partnership. He was like, this Daytona, we're gonna go racing? I said, you're asking a lot, Mike. And I said, I know I am, but I know who I'm asking.
Last year, the bar was raised really high, and it looks like the bar's been raised again this season.
End of last year, end of 2025, and I got a random call from Terry. He's like, Rocco, you still with us? I'm like, as far as I know. Well, I want you to know that we're gonna be the factory Indian team.
You know, we're gonna close this book and we're starting a new chapter, but everybody was so excited because we know the potential of this thing. And
it started really getting real probably 5 months ago, 6 months ago. And then once it got real, it got scary because we didn't have a lot of time to get ready for Daytona, to actually be ready for this season. So Mike wanted to make the switch, and I was like, hey, look, we'll do what you want to do. And we just went off and did our thing. He gave us some bikes, and away we went.
You got Rocco Landers and Hayden Gillum, who have come off the Harleys with Terry Vance's team, and they've added Troy Herfoss. This is his third year at Daytona. We remember what the first year was like for him here.
Certainly do.
And he looks strong. He looks hungry to go.
Terry's in a really good position and a really difficult position because he's got 3 riders that believe they can win, and he's got 3 riders that probably can win on their day. So there's going to be a point where we're going to have some pretty tough discussions because the goal is to win against HD.
Coming into this season, I'm on a high. I've got the bike I want, I've got the guys I want. And now with this program with Indian involved and my first time on the Indian, I want to win.
I think the rivalry between Harley-Davidson and Indian Motorcycle Company is special, right? It's been going on for 100 years. And what I love about the Bagger Series is the fact that it is such an important series and it's such a big segment for our dealers and for our company. And we're just going head to head at the highest level.
8 laps scheduled in Mission King of the Baggers race number 1. Here we go, clutches are out, and we're heading for number 1. You can see those big motorcycles shift, and it's going to be the number 1 plate of Kyle Wyman, who leads us into turn number 1. Right behind him, you have 2 champions, both of those riders on the JP Cycles Motul Vance and Hines factory Indian. The 17 is Troy Herfoss from Australia, and then the 69 is Hayden Gillum out of Owensboro, Kentucky.
We came off of 2 pretty rough seasons. Last year was the first year that I didn't get top 3 in the Bagger Championship out of all 5 years that I've raced it. And that chapped me a little bit. There's a lot of ifs, and the way we finished the season last year, I've done the math, and Kyle would have had to push a lot harder at the end of the season than what he had to.
There's a big rivalry here and all that between the 2 riders, between the 2 manufacturers, and now he's just trying to spoil number 1 Harley-Davidson rider Kyle Wyman's Daytona.
In a 14-race championship, points always matter. There goes Kyle Wyman, down the banking he goes. Does the Harley-Davidson have enough on the top end? Not that time. Here we go, Hayden Gillum, first race of 2026. First race on the JP Cycles Motul Vance and Hines Factory Indian Challenger with the big win. And J&P Cycles Motul Vance and Hines Factory Indian goes 1-2 in their first race as a team in MotoAmerica.
I've been racing here for 16 years, and these are my first wins here on the banks of Daytona, and this whole new platform for me with the Indian Challenger. And man, we've had a great weekend so far, and it's just getting started.
When that Indian Challenger hit the banks on the last lap, I just stayed high as long as I could. Clicked top gear about the flag and just turned down and tucked in against that yellow line at 180-something mile an hour to the flag, pushing my own win.
I woke up this morning a bundle of nerves because this first race is so critical. You know, you got to get some momentum, and You're worried about everything breaking and having problems. I mean, it was a dream day. Couldn't be happier, you know. I mean, just to come out 1-2 in a race like that, that's humongous. And the bikes run as good as they did. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We've got 3 riders. You know, Terry and Vance and Hines guys have built complete new bikes, brand new truck. Our presence here at Daytona is as big, if not bigger than ever.
It's a huge partnership between Indian and Vance and Hines, and it's something that I think was the right move for both brands. Hayden and I had both told our crew chief, like, if we can get on one of those bikes somehow, it plays into both of our strengths as riders. And after testing, the thing was unreal.
It's been the bike I've wanted to be on just because, you know, I've been beat so many times on track by them, and seeing how the bikes work, I've wanted to just ride one and just know what makes it better.
That's the cut I have, and there's your speed.
That's right on the money, isn't it?
The Challenger's the bike. I mean, it really is. It's a great platform. It's very robust, and it'll last for a long, long time with no issues. And I think that the engine itself, the design of it, the way it revs, water-cooled, all those strengths, the clutch, I mean, everything is really robust and everything is really well engineered. So for us, it made it really easy to make the switch.
And it's so easy with the Indian Challenger. Like, it is the best performing bike. It really is.
I mean, for me, it's the front end on the Indian. It brakes like a super bike, and that was something that I didn't think was possible until I rode it.
I just don't think anybody could understand. We just built 4 completely brand new motorcycles. Came to Daytona, went 186 miles an hour down the front straightaway. I mean, that's a Herculean effort, right? And here's the thing I'd like to say that I think is really important. For that Indian platform, we're just starting. This is just the beginning.
In my opinion, we have by far the best riders in the paddock. I'm just gonna say it. Like, Hayden Gillum is just an absolute animal. Troy is like world class. And then you have Rocco, who's just an absolute phenom on a motorcycle. Like, when he's on, that kid does stuff on a motorcycle that you just kind of shake your head and go, how did he do that?
I wouldn't be racing bikes if I didn't think I could win, and definitely wouldn't be racing MotoAmerica if I didn't think I could win.
The thing that drives me is not winning, it's knowing that there was no question that I was the fastest guy. And for that reason, I just always have a chip on my shoulder.
I want to win for these guys, I want to win for myself, I want to win for Indian, all the team sponsors, Terry, and it's Indian's year, you know. It's gone back and forth every single year, and this year is Indian's year. And then, you know, once we do that, then next year we're going to break the whole cycle. And that's the plan, yeah.
So here we go, 8 laps scheduled for race number 2, and we're away, and off we go. And it's going to be Herfoss up the inside, Wyman trying around, can't get it done, and it's got to be the 17.
You see Gillum now on the outside of Herfoss, gonna outbrake him there and go through.
Terry Vance on the left part of your screen, loving what he's seeing. Now the new principal of the JP Cycles, Motul, Vance and Hines, factory Indian operation.
Get it together. Get up,
Here's a draft and pass by Gillum. High on the banking, side by side with his teammate. Got to give him some room with those big bags in the way.
We definitely have a much harder race on our hands than we did yesterday. Well, as Hayden Gillum has a problem. Oh, man!
Hayden Gillum, hand in the air, machine slowing down. That hands over the race lead to Kyle Wyman.
It's a funny thing racing. You're only really as good as the last time you're on the track, and we haven't seen the best Kyle Wyman since midway through last year. All I know is I don't expect it's going to be any harder or easier to beat Kyle Wyman this year, but I do know that I don't need any more motivation to go and try and win races.
The running order's starting to change. This is for the win. You can see how fast those Indian Challengers are on the banking, but also they're aided by the draft. Final lap of this race, what a run from Troy Herfoss. He got a huge gap.
Perfect.
Now for Kyle Wyman, he's going to try to catch a slipstream, but Rocco Landers going to try to spoil the air. Landers going down. Does he have enough real estate to reel his teammate in? As Troy Herfoss now goes into Rocco Landers' line, but Herfoss has got a great gap as he makes the run to the line. It's going to be Troy Herfoss with victory here in Mission King of the Baggers, race number 2 over Rocco Landers and Kyle Wyman in third.
Literally can never count Troy Herfoss out, ever. I mean, he just digs so deep, but what a job from Troy Herfoss to get his win for Indian.
The wrecking crew that we have, I don't know how it could get any better. I mean, I can't imagine 3 other racers to have on the team. We are super blessed. we're starting from an incredible strength. I mean, we've got a great platform, and you now bring in Vance and Hines Motorsports into that, and I think we're going to really impress the racing community. And then how we bring that technology into our motorcycles in the showroom will be the challenge of the partnership going forward, and I have high expectations in that regard.
For that Indian platform, we're just starting. This is just the beginning. It's our first race, right? So I'm really excited about the future.